I'm right here in the heart of downtown Memphis. I'm so excited. We are about to do an interview in depth with the crew, the cast, the producers of Single Moms of Memphis. This is a new reality show coming straight out of Memphis, Tennessee, from some amazing women that are doing great things. We are going to get started with the producing team, executive producer Marcus Matthews, and also co-producers Sheri Neely, Viara Bee, and DJ Johnson. Check it out. Hey, I'm VaShaunna Renee, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the VaShaunna Renee Experience. As you can see, we've got a lovely group going on here. Normally it's just me and one other person, but got a whole group. So how y'all doing?
Doing good.
Doing good on this Monday. It's kind of hot outside, but it's nice and cool in here. So we got a lot to talk about. You, sir. Mr. Marcus Matthews, you got a lot going on.
I do.
Is this your idea? Is this your brainchild? Or the lovely ladies here, did they bring it to you? How did this all come together?
Well, Single Moms of Memphis is actually my brainchild.
Okay.
My first book, I Am Not the Father, was very male-based. It was, empowering towards men. And I really felt like I wanted to do something that would empower women and be able to tell stories. So, yeah, I thought up the concept of Single Moms.
And you got the lovely Sheri and Viara here. How did you all, get with him on this idea?
Well, I'm actually Marcus's publicist as well. So I have my own company, the Neely Agency.
Okay.
So as a branding expert, marketing, public relations, and advertising, he brought me in on it as a producer, as one of the producers. He felt like it'll be a good fit.
Okay.
So, and I'm excited to be a part of the project.
I'm sure. And what about you? What about you?
Hello. First, let me say I'm so excited about the project. With an arts and entertainment background, it was just a natural fit. I've been knowing Marcus for a few years now, via Sheri, on a project we've worked together for on in the past. So heard about the project, and it was like Marcus. Look, in his ear every chance I could get. Marcus, let me tell you this. Okay, Viera. Okay, so it happened. I really can't even explain how. Just organically, we came together and we saw how each other worked, and he saw my work ethic, and already knowing Sheri's and how she works, and DJ, of course, being already on board with being an outstanding person, great ideas, innovative group. So we just all work really hard. So it's just good to put similar minds together with the same hustle and make something, great.
Love that. And Mr. DJ Johnson, you're back. How you doing?
Pretty good.
You seem kind of far away, but I still feel the closeness. So how did you get involved with the project?
I worked on I'm Not the Father, associate producer with Marcus. He asked me to come on then, and when we put that project together, he said, "It's nothing but big things after this." And I said, "Marcus," I said, "I see it. I see it." So I didn't know what we were going to do next, but I knew the next thing we did was going to be big. So he called me. He said, "I think I got it."
Okay.
Let's do it. And here we are. So
okay, gotcha.
I'm in it for the long haul.
I love that. Now, as the producing crew, what were you all looking for? I saw the casting call, and I'm sure there were tons of people that showed up. What were you looking for in the ladies?
He is the most critical one. Yeah, he was definitely the most critical.
Really?
Yeah,
why were you so critical?
I am critical. Well, I'm a photographer by trade.
Okay.
So I'm used to being behind the lens and seeing certain small things that from the production standpoint after doing the first film, anticipating what we may have to look on the back end, from what we may hear, what we may see, from the smallest little things that I write down. One person, I put sweaty lip. They're like, "How did you pay attention?"
Did you?
I did. I put it on the paper. But I need those things from on the back end film aspect. That's a big deal editing wise.
Okay.
So at least for me it is. So we want someone who can express themselves, who are interested in front of the camera. Because there are a couple times someone comes in, you're like, "Nah," but within 30 seconds, the pin drops and you're like this, just watching the show. So we wanted someone who was very appealing that could, if they caught our attention, we figured they could capture the city's attention.
Okay, and you all are marketing this.
Marcus was also very strategic and repetitive in our team meetings on what he was looking for, what he had in mind, and diversity was really big with the ladies and their backgrounds and their stories to make sure we had a great storyline that people could follow and anybody at home could relate to somebody on the screen. Okay. So, you know, meeting after meeting, it was specific. I'm looking for this, I'm looking for this, and adding DJs when they can't have this. So.
Okay, now, are you all marketing this toward just a local audience? It's national? Where are we going with this?
Actually, we do have national brands, networks that are looking at the program. Can't name names at this point because, you know, we don't have a dotted line that's been signed, but we definitely have household names that are interested in the project. Okay,
now with there being so many reality shows out there, how is this different or similar to the ones that we see, you know, on TV every night?
Sure.
Well, I definitely think that with this reality show, we're going to attempt to inspire because there's so many single moms out there, and I get inbox messages all the time. We all get messages all the time, and I'm sure the cast members as well. I'm so glad you guys, you know, brought this to it's bringing this to the world to see because of the fact that they can relate. I believe they're going to be able to relate to these ladies. A lot of the reality shows out there that are highlighting women in this age category, they're not really relatable as far as their lifestyles. And I believe that this will really be, I believe it's going to be a hit. I believe it's going to be a hit.
Now, you said you get lots of inboxes from people that are, you know, supporting it. Do you have any negativity at all? Is it full support from the community? How is
Absolutely, and that's a good thing because I believe they're going to watch, you know. So, yeah, because, and then you have the men. They're like, when are you going to come out with something for single dads? So we have something in the works. Good. So, yeah, be watching.
No, the negativity I have seen is people are curious as to how we will represent Memphis.
Yeah.
So, you know, you do have those who say, you know, I hope it's not ratchet. I hope it's not this. You know, who did they choose? I'm a single mom. Why did nobody call me? So we definitely have a lot of people who are concerned, and I would say rightfully so. I think the way our city has been portrayed has not always been in the most positive light, and honestly, I think we still suffering from the death of Dr. King. I think Memphis is, we've been looking for something positive. You know, we got the Grizzlies, like, you know, and we got barbecue and we got Bill Street. And we want to definitely, you know, provide a positive light. But a lot of people are kind of skeptical. So you have both ends there. So, you know, hopefully everybody will watch and see for themselves.
I can see that because there is such a stigma on reality television, especially with women. When the men get on and act a fool, like, you don't hear a lot of negativity about that. But when the women get on, it's such like pinpointing every little thing that women do. So to have, you know, a positive light, you know, like Sheri said, to inspire, you know, that's huge. Is that your goal ultimately, is to, you know, just inspire women?
Absolutely. Yeah, you without giving away too much. You just have to watch. You have to watch it.
And now I know that a lot of people say that, you know, you have to have a drama-filled show to be successful. You know, how do you guys feel about that?
Well, I think the plight of just a single mother is dramatic within itself. And the thing that makes people want to tune into it is when they can actually relate. When Marcus pitched the idea to me, I naturally thought about being raised by my mom and just the storyline. When I tell people bits and snippets of my story, they're like, your mama had to deal with all of that? So just those true stories, you know, it's like true life, you know. So that's the thing that captures you in. And it's not the escapism you look for in the false part of television. It's the part that's going to snatch you in and inspire that I can keep going forward. I can keep doing it. Because when I graduated, my mom didn't have a college degree when I graduated. But now, she's a educational specialist in the state of Texas doing these long titles that I can't even remember. But she did it on her own with 3 kids, and she did not stop one day. So these are the type of things that we believe is going to capture the viewers and bring the ratings up.
And
at the same time, VaShaunna, you put 8 women
That too.
8 strong, beautiful, independent women who are raising children themselves. Put them in a room together.
Right.
You gonna get a little bit.
Yes. Now, with that being said, we're just gonna go on to a commercial break. With that being said, we have some wonderful, lovely, amazing women coming up.
Yeah.
The cast of Single Moms of Memphis. We'll be right back.
L3 Media is the Mid-South's premier videography and photography company, specializing in capturing all of life's greatest moments. Whenever you need talented and professional service for your events or business, L3
Alright, we are back with the crew, the cast, the lovely ladies. Single Moms of Memphis, how you all doing? You all look so lovely.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, I have to step my game up when I come around you all.
We would drink to that, but
Yes, so I am going to do a quick introduction. You all, we're going to start down here with you, Miss Sheri.
Okay, my name is Sheri.
And we got Danyell next.
Hi.
And Lakesh.
Hi, I'm Lakesh.
And Shay.
hello everyone.
Akilah.
The one and only.
Viara.
Hello.
And we got Lil Rounds up there.
Hola.
And Stephanie. So as you can see, we have phenomenal women here. I have to start by saying that you all are gorgeous. Now, is there anyone here you feel like there's some competition, any kind of going on? I know you all have your own lives, you have your own children, you have your own careers, which is most important. Educated, I love that. Does anyone want to start and just kind of give us a little overview of how you feel about the whole experience?
Well, I guess, you know, with me being the youngest, I have to come in and step my game up with these veterans. But it's all right. I think I'm keeping up. I think I'm tagging along quite well. So we
because you're the baby of the bunch. Or you're still in college, correct?
I just graduated.
Kudos to you. Okay. So does it feel, kind of, do they treat you like the baby, or they, give you the same respect that they have being the veterans of the group?
They actually do give me, a lot of respect. I don't feel like an outcast, and I really do appreciate that. So everything's been all right until I act up, and one of them might tap me. I don't know.
Unless she's saying I drink to that.
Okay, now you all are single moms of Memphis, so does that mean single as in not married? Does anyone have significant others? Anyone?
Definitely dating with a purpose, though.
I know, dating with a purpose.
I love that. Love that. Okay, now I've heard with so many reality shows out there that it can be scripted as opposed to, actually living the life, showing us, the day-to-day. Can you all vouch? Is it at all scripted, or is it just, 100% you are giving it you?
Well, what I can say is, I believe with the group that we have here, we're seeing 100% of just originality.
Okay.
Nothing is scripted. I mean, we see so many different personalities and so many different walks of life that we all have here connected together. So, yeah.
That'll be for the audience to judge.
Okay.
Right. We haven't got there yet.
Okay.
But I think they'll enjoy it. I know they will.
Okay, gotcha. So that means you need to watch, according to Miss Akilah. Now we have so many different, like you said, walks of life. We've got, was a student until recently. We have an accountant.
Yes.
Okay, we have a singer entertainer, of course. Yes. Everyone knows, V-Rock Productions, right here. We have a salon owner, of course.
On Bill Street.
Oh, Facebook cannot leave that out. A clothing designer that you should.
Right here.
Okay, so we've got a lot going on. So these are very strong personalities, women that are doing it. So you have to make sure you support, look out for them. So with that being said, because you all are so, you know, headstrong and so independent and have your own things going on, is there any bumping heads at all? Or do you all pretty much get along for the most part?
We get along.
We get along.
Yeah.
We get along.
So everybody's fine.
Don't always agree. Okay.
Right.
We have our opinions. You know, it's natural. You
And that's the
expect
good
that.
thing. I mean, everybody should be able to have their own opinion.
Right. Exactly. I agree. I love that. Like you said, may not always agree.
Right.
But you do. Okay. Now
And you touched on something. I want to make sure that we bring it to light
Okay.
when you mentioned everybody kind of having their own thing going on, or their walks of life and their careers and professions. You know, when we talk about single moms of Memphis, it is so important for us to reiterate over and over again that we're not glorifying being single moms as in children out of wedlock, whatever our situations may be. They're all different, whatever the case is, but we simply want people to know our story and what we go through as single mothers and trying to juggle the children and relationships and our kids and business. So it's very important that the audience understands that we want you to see us work and make it happen. But most definitely, at the end of the day, we're not glorifying or sanctioning anything outside of our own lives.
Now, did anyone know each other before you started filming?
Quite a few.
Quite a few.
Really, honestly, I didn't. I didn't.
Lakesh, we go to church together.
I saw her. Let me tell you. I saw her in church, but I did not know her.
I didn't know her.
That's a difference. She sits on the front row shouting all the time. I don't know her.
Yes, there's a huge difference.
Yes, she knows your shout.
Yeah, I know that shout, but she don't know you. Yeah,
that's okay.
She don't know your story, but
right,
she
that's
knows
it.
I love that. Okay.
I was very happy to see her come into the door. She was a familiar face, but we did not know each other. But we're getting to know each other now. And with her and I being in the 40s club, there is some. We're both
just
that
started in the. I'm
I'm getting into the middle of it.
I knew Steph, and I actually been on Danyell since high school. Now, Lakesh, I just watched a movie that someone had done. I didn't know her, but I just watched a movie. And I was so tickled because we kept rewinding and playing her line over and over. Didn't know her. She was going, oh, don't shoot. I was so tickled. Oh, don't shoot. So when she walked in, I was going, wait a minute, I know you. But it was from the film. Oh, God, it was so funny.
It was funny because we actually did think we knew each other.
Yeah,
actually, we thought we looked a lot alike. We were like, oh my God. And she said, I do know you. And I said, you know me. She's a sweetheart. What she did. She is so cute about to get shot.
Well, you were memorable in your role.
Thank you.
I think many of us were fans of
Lil.
Okay, we are going to go to a quick commercial break. It's been so much fun. It's going by a lot. It's going by really fast. So we got to slow it down. We're going to come back, ask some more questions, dig in a little deeper, get to know you all individually. So we'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
Thank you.
CP Dixon Makeup. They turn average into fabulous with the stroke of a brush. That's right. You can visit them online at cpdixonmakeup.com or schedule an appointment today by calling 770-371-2424. You can also stop by and visit Shea Styles, 3340 Poplar Avenue, Suite 103. We are CP Dixon Makeup.
Okay, we are back with the cast of Single Moms of Memphis. A brand new reality show is coming, not just locally, but nationwide. I'm excited. I can't wait to see you all ladies, support you all, because you are doing it, and you're doing it in such a classy way. I love how, because if this was something else, we would be throwing chairs, some nonsense going on. But it's not with you, so I know, right? I'm glad you all recognize that. I wish the other people would. Okay, so were there any hesitation at all about joining the cast or, getting involved in this project for anyone?
With me, it was after, they called back and said, oh, you were, accepted as one of the cast members. For me, it was because I didn't do college, and I was looking at some of the other women. I was like, okay, they did college. One has their own business, and, they was doing a lot of things that I haven't got to yet. So, I was kind of hesitant a little bit, and I talked to one of the producers, and he was like, just be yourself, because everybody's story is different. I was like, you're right. I'm going to be myself, and that's what I'm giving.
And you said the key is you haven't got there yet.
Right.
So
that means
yes.
I'm going to do a lot. But
and
I'm still working
out there that can relate. So
yes, because not everyone goes to, that's not something that everybody does.
Right.
And the thing is, I know with Marcus, he was saying that he wants everyone to be relatable, or someone can watch and say, oh, I'm just like her, or, oh, I'm just like this person. So that, that just brings it full circle to me anyway.
Yes.
And I love that.
VaShaunna,
yes.
I don't know. I didn't go to college.
Oh, okay.
I did. I took some online courses, but I didn't get a degree.
Okay.
Yeah.
The degree does not guarantee that you
Yeah.
It does not guarantee.
Right.
I let that give.
I just knew I had stepped the foot in the door.
Yeah.
I didn't know, if they started and then graduate or whatever it was, but I didn't get a chance to experience it.
Okay. Was anyone else hesitant, or everyone was excited?
It was a numbness for me. It was numbness. And it was until we had our first shooting and it hit me. I was just like, I'm actually about to air all of my business. I'm a very personal person. But I know what I went through is not for me. It wasn't for me. It's for somebody else. So I'm just grateful to be amongst this family of women. That's right. To share our stories.
Or with me, it just was like, hey, you gonna do it? And I just thought, lights, camera, action. But I did, sit back and think of the same thing. When you think about it, we'll be airing our lives to people we don't even know. And they want to get to know us. So it's that whole thing. But at the same time, I think we'll be able to handle it. We got each other's backs, and we got to take the good with the bad. So
my biggest concern, I'm sorry, for me, was my children. And then, of course, one day or someday seeing the show going, and did what? I said what? So, and I think just kind of trying to always shield them, that was my biggest concern. But, it really kind of doesn't matter because we talk so much about everything anyway. But most definitely, they were the first things that came to mind. And then, of course, my kid's father came to mind for about 2 seconds.
For me, I'm sorry, but for me, it was because I've been in productions before and because I've worked locally and, out of town with other production companies. I love the professionalism. It was that's what the warm, the comfortable feeling you get. I've been on lots of casting couches, and this was by far one of the most amazing group of people that I've ever had the opportunity of meeting. So that really did it for me.
Oh, great.
When I sat the kids down and I told them, after I got the phone call back, the first thing my daughter says is, "Are they gonna put the camera on me?" I need to say something.
Now that's the question I have. Will the kids and their fathers, will they be on camera at all, or?
I think everybody will just have to watch and see.
Okay. Look, girl, you are a professional. Love that. Now, what are you all hoping to gain from being on the show?
Well, I would say I most would like to gain just the opportunity to share my story with other young ladies and to promote positive parenting, positive co-parenting. I have a great co-parenting relationship with my son's father, so I don't like the term baby daddy. Don't you dare call me a baby mama. Just to share our stories and say, even through your struggles, you can see a positive side out of what you're going through. So just hopefully to share that story and to change some of the negativity that's going on out there with the parents.
Straight to that.
Imaginary train.
Because there are a lot, like you said, there are so many.
You can tell she's the youngest.
Negative. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And that's the reason why I'm here, because, you know, there will be a lot of other young women out there, because at the same time, even when we're watching those other shows, other reality shows, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna rep on my young girls. That's it. And she does. And I'm gonna tell them, you know, it's okay to be ourselves and be young, wild, and free, but at the same time, be open to listen and learn.
That's not wild. Free.
You know. Let me. But at the same time, if one of these ladies come to me and they're like, you know what, Akilah, you know, look at it from this perspective, or, you know, or like I said, if they tap it. It's all right, because it's coming from a, you know, a source that's been there and done that, basically. So, you know.
She's a sweetheart.
She is.
She's good.
She's our baby.
Now, were any of the families kind of skeptical about you doing it, as opposed, or did you just say, look, I'm doing this, I want to, or was it, you know, you're kind of like, you sure you want to do this?
No. I'm with you. They know, but they haven't responded much. They're just like
nervous, holding their breath.
Exactly.
Holding their breath.
Well, for me, this is the for the older ones that are in my family, like aunts and stuff. They asked, they said, well, what all will you say? And I said, well, I'm just going to say. You know, I'm just going to say. And they was like, okay, you sure you want to say? And I'm like, just watch and see.
My mom found out on Facebook, but with me always being into something, it's never a shocker that she got something else she into. But she was at work and a coworker came running in the room. The picture had gone up from the cast and the picking of the cast, and she goes, coworker said you're gonna be on a reality show. Yeah, she's okay then. So but that was it. She was shocked a little bit, but since then they've been so excited. You know, both my mom and my dad. My dad is, of course, much older, and he watches some of the stuff on TV, and he changes the station. I just don't understand why they do what they do. You know, his concern was, you know, like Stephanie's, you know, so you know, what you gonna be doing? But they're excited.
Well, my family doesn't know. So it's going to be something surprising to them, but not to say their reaction is going to be, oh, Lord. Look at little Laverne.
Then Sheri, you go to Stacey.
Well, my family knows, and my kids, so, and they're ready. They're like, okay, we know you're going to be you. You going to, you know, say what you mean what you say. I had one in-law. And she was like, oh, don't get on there and tell all your business. I was like, well, what I don't have any secrets. So, I mean, what do you mean? And I didn't say it, but I gave men and women. So she was like, don't go tell them folks that you. What do you mean? I was like, that's my life. So I'm going to speak about it. You know, and I'm not ashamed of it. And any questions, any of you have, I'm never offended by it.
Right, exactly. Okay, I love it. You just be you, and either you like it or you don't. I love it.
Right.
Okay, we are going to do a quick little game time, which I always do. I'm going to try to get through all these questions. They're kind of random, just kind of throw it out here. It's just so we can get to know you all a little bit better. Okay, who takes the longest time in hair and makeup?
Lil Rounds.
I was about to say, well, Stephanie's doing it.
Perfectionist. So I think she's putting it on Stephanie. So it's you and me then.
Okay, so
it's you and I.
Who's the mother hen of the group, or who keeps everyone together?
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Stephanie.
Hen. She has the
that was Lakesh.
that hand.
That
you know, kind of over us like, hey.
Yeah, it was supposed to kind of start out as Lakesh. Yes, it kind of transformed to Stephanie, because even though she's early 40s, she's still very seasoned.
Okay,
beyond her years.
Who has the best sense of humor?
Akilah.
Yes, I think we've seen that. Who's the biggest flirt?
I was going to say Viara.
I'm trying to make sure
we're all okay.
Look, well, yes, they haven't seen us in all in action yet.
Right. Okay. Look, more to come. Who's the most attached to their phone?
I think Stephanie.
Definitely.
Oh, Stephanie.
I'm a CEO.
You're handling business.
Yeah. I'm multitasking.
Okay. Who's the most stylish, you all think?
Everybody.
I think
Sheri.
You think Sheri is? Okay.
Yeah, she had a chain.
She got some flavor.
Right. Okay. Who's the most dramatic, or who's the drama queen?
Stephanie.
Yes.
Stephanie, don't just call her out.
I've seen Lakesh. Thank you.
Lakesh got
Lakesha's an actress.
No, did y'all forget this?
Okay, this is dramatic.
Look. You should not tell.
Right.
You are. Let me do Lakesh Holland. Let me just say, they're acting. I'm in healthcare. That's my profession. Okay. I'm an account executive in healthcare. I've enjoyed it for 14 years in the city. Theater has been a hobby. What we have to learn is that this is reality. This did not come with a script.
We know
what you see is
So
what you see is what you get.
Okay.
And yes, I am a Cancer, so I'm
There it is.
but I have tough skin.
Look at her.
She's serving it. She's
right. Well, thank you so much, ladies. You all have been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Now, of course, since you're right here with me.
Okay, I'm here.
I always give my guests their time to shine, which is just when you let everyone know how they can reach you, when they can look for, more information on the show, the girls. Sure. So I'll hand that over to you.
Well, for starters, please join our social media page on Facebook. It's Single Moms of Memphis. So go now. We are going through the roofs on that. We look up and we're at 1,000, 2,000. I mean, people are loving us. We're a hit already. Also, our website launches very soon. SingleMomsOfMemphis.com.
Okay, thank you. And thank you all for watching another episode of the VaShaunna Renee Experience. I've had a blast. These ladies are wonderful. I can't wait to see them on my television. DVR them, tell everyone about them. This is just awesome. I'm so in awe of what they're doing and that they're keeping it classy.
Thank you.
And they're just being women that we're going to love to watch. So support them. Yes. Be sure you like their Facebook page. Go to the website when it's up. When the show comes on, watch it.
Watch it.
Okay, until next time, thank you for watching another episode of the VaShaunna Renee Experience. Bye.
Bye.